Warning: the following podcast contains violent scenes that may be unsettling to some listeners. Listener discretion is advised.
The war between the Empire, the Diabloist, and the Lich King are still raging, and a magical artifact that might help turn the tide has surfaced in a living dungeon nearby. Join Chris, Becca, Tillman, and Joachim with Slavik as our storyteller. Can our heroes retrieve the heart and become legends? Or will the rumors of a rival search party, led by an undead ranger, curse them for an eternity? You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter. There, you'll find our Discord link.
Hello and welcome, listeners, to our game of Heart Snatchers. This will be a continuation of the one-shot of Four-Store Nagar, but it can also be listened to separately. It will be a short story of a group of elves and elf-adjacent creatures, in certain cases, of saving elvenkind, one might even say. So please, at first I'd like the players to introduce their characters. Let's start with Azorella. Who are you, and what do you look like?
Yes, I'm playing Azorella. She carries the nickname the Vain. I would say she's kind of short, has a decent tan, lots of earrings, dark brown hair. I'm not good with hairstyles, but I imagine she has tied it together with leather straps, at least.
Like in a ponytail?
No, I'm not thinking ponytail, but basically various strands and tied together with leather and various ornaments in her hair.
All right.
She also wears a very fashionable leather armor, carries spears and javelins on her at all times, and she's the inventor of permanent makeup. She has, in fact, removed her eyebrows and drawn them back on in a dark purple and has permanent dark purple lips.
Okay. All right. Next is the King. Please. Who are you, King?
The king is the mighty one, drow from underneath the mountains of Mountainshire. So the king is a drow who wears ridiculous armor, like big shoulder pads and leather crosses around them, but has lots of exposed torso. And, obviously the nice loincloth going on there. And adorning his belt that keeps his loincloth up is skulls. And occasionally he'll pick one up and crush one to make points. But they never seem to go away. So you guys don't know where that comes from, where he's getting all these skulls. His big thing is he carries a big axe and he always talks in third person. So that's fun.
Wonderful. Thank you. All right. Gurgon, who are you? Or what are you?
So my character is Gurgon Vizerious, and he is a half-elf. He's half-elf, half-human, but the thing is, during his childhood, he got blessed / cursed by one of the Fae, and so he doesn't really look fully humanoid anymore. He's still got the legs, arms, everything else, but his skin, it's chitinous, insect-ish a bit. It's almost like there's raised patches of armor sections all over under his skin, all over the place. And at times, it almost looks like his jaw doesn't quite look like it's in one piece. At times, you almost see one side can move up and down, the other side is just moving completely still. It's very disconcerting to look at and meet. And so he does have hair that sort of he mostly just keeps it really short. You can tell he cuts it himself with his hands, that occasionally can sort of act as claws. He just takes a big chunk, just snips it off. So it's a bit of a rat's nest up there.
All right. Interesting. Thank you. Now, Space. Who are you and what did you do?
So my character's name is Space. He's a high elf who got caught stealing, and as a punishment, his face was marred and disfigured to where now his appearance is hard to make out. His face always seems to be in the shadows. When you do see the flesh, seems to be a grayer tinge to it, but you can never make out his facial expressions or even his eyes or the color of his eyes, because there seems to be this black shadows that follow his features, however he changes them. It's almost like he's cursed never to be able to share his emotions via his looks. He is rather tall. He has blonde hair that's in a ponytail that is about to the middle of his back. He wears unassuming armor. He kind of doesn't usually speak that often, and he kind of hangs out in the back usually, kind of just watching.
I think it's important to note who he stole from, just the elf queen.
Yes, he stole from the elf queen, and he's obviously paying his penance, and he's still trying to serve elf kingdom right now. But yes, semantics, whomever.
Alrighty then. You all know why you're in the place you are, which is the village of Featherglade. It's a sort of a remote wood elf settlement. The people there are nice, but they're used to living in isolation for long periods of time. Some of you might like this more, some of you less. But the reason why you're here is you're looking for the heart, which is supposed to be some sort of artifact. This heart is supposed to be here in a living dungeon that has surfaced nearby. You've been in this village for a couple days now. You've been enjoying the treatment as honored guests, good drinks, good food, but you realize that now is the time to act. The dungeon has surfaced, and you are currently in a sort of, I guess, mess hall in a way. At the top of the trees, like there's this whole village inside them, and you're talking and you're getting ready for your mission. You know that the dungeon is near a clearing, and the scouts of the village said that the forest trees there are completely scorched to ash and that there are monstrous creatures nearby. Gurgon or King, I suppose either you or the King have been vying for leadership of the war party. Or maybe Azorella also wanted this fought. I assume Space didn't, but please, if I'm wrong, then...
No, Space did not.
me.
He's probably just standing there carving into the wood, or he likes to whittle away at wood while he's waiting for people to make decisions.
Yeah, as Ariella, she isn't fighting to be in the position of a leader, but she's effectively in the position of leadership.
Yeah, I definitely think that Gurgon, he'll like sort of look around the others like, okay, yeah, you actually make decisions and stuff. I don't really care too much.
So what are we doing?
Well, we gotta go someplace. Gotta rip up this place called the Heart.
The king is ready for new challengers. This town cannot contain enough warriors for me.
I just keep whittling away at my wood. So, King, what are we doing then? We're gonna go look at this place?
Yes, it's time that we as a group go exploring. Find new challengers, defeat them.
As you say this, King, you notice the elder of the village, a wood elf named Arian, sort of stumble into the hall, and he sort of walks with a cane, and he has this grayish hair, and you can see that he's probably lived for a couple of centuries too many at this point.
Ah, so are you ready, my heroes?
The king is always ready.
Yes, it's time. Come, I will guide you to the edge of our village, and then you'll have to go on your own.
That's a line I've heard a lot in my life.
Space gets up and grabs an apple and takes a bite out of it and sets it back on the table and gets ready to follow.
Don't waste
All
food
right.
like that. And like Gurgon would just take the thing and just start eating it.
You're not
You
supposed
start
to eat the core.
descending. You start ascending from the treetops, and it slowly starts getting darker and darker, though your elf eyes naturally see completely fine. And you make your way down. You sort of wonder if Arian's gonna make it down, but he does. Like there's like a sort of rope ladder.
I wish you good luck. The Elf Queen, and I have known her and her mother, and her mother, and I could tell you so many stories about her mother, his mother. That was such a long time ago.
And he keeps on babbling, and I assume you guys just leave him there.
I got some stories about the elf queen, old man. Before the king can respond, I'll let you know on his behalf that he doesn't need your luck to accomplish this. And I just look at the king.
The king is just like flexing as the old man's going on, enjoying his rippling muscles.
Yeah, Gurgon will just sort of stare for like a bit. Oh, he's still talking. Wow. That's impressive at his age. Well, I'm going to leave now before he decides to just finally tip over and die.
I'm going to follow.
You start your journey, and you're not really used to this forest. Probably Azorella leading the way because she's a wood elf and she's used to the surroundings, but you've gotten used to it recently as well. You feel like you're getting closer, and you feel like it's pretty obvious because you smell this smell of rotten flesh, but also of like fire and smoke. And as you get closer, you come upon a clearing where the forest trees are completely scorched to ash. And before, like about 100 meters in front of you, about 300 feet, you see the dungeon, a massive maw. It's like if you took a giant beast's maw, teeth and all, and opened it wide. And that's how the dungeon's opening looks like. And before that, you see a couple of ghouls eating goblin corpses. They didn't seem to notice you yet.
I think it's some of Gorgon's relatives. Control your hunger right now, Gurgon.
Challenger sighted!
Oh, shit. I just stepped back as I...
All right, everyone roll initiative.
All right. So, remind me again what we roll for initiative, please.
You roll d20 plus whatever it says initiative on your sheet. It's like dexterity plus level.
Okay. Okay, +7.
That's 11 for Gurgon's initiative.
15 for space.
7 for Azorella.
22 for the king.
Well, the large ghoul mob is on 6.
Wait. Large ghoul mob, you're saying? I thought we were talking about like 2 of them.
Well, I mean, it's more like one big one and a couple of small ones.
Okay. Hashtag spoilers.
No, don't worry. It's the big one you got to worry about. You feel, King, like you couldn't really get there in one move to any of the ghouls in like one move action. You could technically run up to them and use your standard action and just stand there, or you could prepare something else.
So as the king is running up, could his first action be running up and throwing one of his javelins?
Yeah, sure, you can do that. And please do roll me a wisdom plus determined hunter skill check.
18.
All right. You notice and skillfully evade a couple of laid out traps. They seem to be magical in nature. You're sure they hurt if you step in them, but you didn't. Good for you. Are you targeting the small ghoul mob or the big ghoul with your javelin, King?
The king will aim for the big ghoul. That is the true challenger here.
Probably shouldn't have even asked, honestly.
So I just do the basic ranged attack?
Yeah, just do the basic ranged attack. That's what it is.
Thank you. 16.
A 16, unfortunately, does not hit the ghoul. You sort of throw your javelin, and it soars past him into the dungeon, into the unknown. And the ghoul takes out a bow. And he seems very unhappy that you shot him, King. Or tried to shoot him, or throw a spear at him, rather. So let's see how he does. He takes aim, he fires, and he hits for 14 damage. And that's not all. He takes out another arrow, he fires, and he misses Azorella.
What the fuck?
And that is it for its turn space. It is your turn now.
So can I use my power of high blood teleport to teleport behind the one that's shooting at people and then do a sneak attack on him?
You know what? Sure. Go
Okay.
for it.
Yeah, so I'm behind him, so then I'm going to go ahead and sneak attack. And the sneak attack here, and I'm sorry, I'm reading my
Yeah, no, you just roll your attack.
Oh, okay.
And then
Gotcha.
you add the sneak attack damage, which
Okay.
let me check.
Plus
It
7.
does 3d8 plus 6 plus d6 damage.
All right, let me go ahead. Give me a second here. Ugh, 12. Do I get any
Unfortunately,
Yeah, I missed.
teleport behind him. Get your knife ready. And unfortunately, the ghoul archer notices you and parries it with the bow quite neatly. And that small mob of ghouls is looking at you like you're their next meal.
Okay, team, this is where you need to step up now. Their backs are turned to you.
Gurgon.
All right. So if I do a spit attack, will that be able to reach them?
I'd say yes, definitely, especially since you can move up.
I'll go for the smaller pack of ghouls and try to do the spit attack at them. So Gorgon, you see, like he sort of pauses for a second, then like his neck actually sort of expand a little bit. It's like the lines, it's like just sort of like expand, and you can see like sacs sort of fill up with fluid, and then you just see like a glob of like a sickly green, just poison, just lobs out towards the pack of ghouls.
All right, roll against physical defense.
18.
An 18 hits. Roll for damage.
I love when you find out that magic number, at least you got a hit. You know what I mean? It's like Battleship, you know?
Yeah. Totally.
18 again.
All right, Gurgon, get ready. You do your spitting thing, and you melt 2 of the tiny ghouls. There's, let me check how many in total. There's 6 in total, so there's 4 left. And they just straight up melt. Or, well, more like they vomit up everything that's inside them. It's not acid, it's poison damage. Your element's poison.
I mean, the skin does sort of flake off and die even more so it's kind of melts.
Yeah, it's pretty melty. I mean, lots of poisons melt stuff, so yeah, not bad at all. Gurgon, Azorella.
So, what's the scene again? The
What's
king
the scene?
ran forward and is engaged with the big.
No,
No, he's not engaged.
The
He
king ran forward,
Mhm.
threw his javelin, space teleported behind the big ghoul,
Nice.
went balls deep. Gurgon also sort of is about where King is, and he killed 2 of the ghouls with his spit attack. And you're just there, standing.
All right, I think I want to try to cast Flame Spear against the big ghoul.
Of course you do that.
Of course I do that. So I roll Wisdom plus level, I think.
It's Wisdom plus level, but I'm not sure if it's against AC or PD.
I have it in front of me. It's PD.
All right. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's usually what these elemental spells are against.
I think I'm missing 17.
You barely, just barely missed the ghoul, which, by the way, means you missed it by 1.
So a flaming spear goes past the ghoul's head and also past Space's head.
Yeah, you feel the heat coming off the spell. You feel like if it hit, it probably hit a bit of you as well.
Same team!
Alrighty. Azorella, ghouls, tiny ghouls. Tiny ghouls. I'll say 2 of the tiny ghouls will go and engage Gurgon because he's been creating a mess for them. And alrighty, one of them will try to hit him with a shovel. Okay, that's a crit.
His one weakness, shovels.
Okay, so apparently you're dazed and you take 14 damage. Dazed means you take a -4 penalty to attacks. At the end of each of your turns, if you roll an 11 plus save, you aren't dazed anymore.
All right.
And let me see the second ghoul. This one's against PD, and that one misses. The other 2 run against space, trying to sort of flank him.
Just so you know, if one of them miss, I'm going to use my deflect ability so they hit their friend.
All right. So this one's a hit. So you take 7 damage. And the other one, let me check. Space. This one's against PD. Yep, just barely hits. So yeah, both of them hit. So you take in total 10 damage and 3 ongoing poison damage, which means at the end of your turn you have to roll, and on a 6+, it ends the ongoing poison damage. Basically, the filthy claws scratched into your meat. Not that bad. Could have been worse. The escalation die is now 1, which means you add 1 to all your attacks. Space, you lost momentum since you were hit as a rogue, so you no longer have momentum that you gained by attacking the big ghoul. And King, it is currently your turn.
Never take your eyes off the king! And he'll grab his great axe, rush towards the big ghoul, and with a running jump tries to bring the great axe down on his shoulder neck area.
All right, let's see if it hits.
The king hits with a 28.
Yeah, that's a crit.
34 damage. And then I have cruel once per battle. Deal 15 ongoing damage if it has to be with a natural even hit. Let's see, was that? It was.
Yeah, 20's even. Alrighty, 15 ongoing. Nice. All right, that left a solid gash in the big ghoul's, I guess, shoulder, neck area, it connects to the shoulder, but it's just not that deep. Anywho, good job, King. And now it's time for the ghoul to retaliate. And it drops its bow and will attack you, King, with its knife. And miss terribly. No one can hit the king unless he wants them to. All right, Space, your turn.
So I'm going to see if I can use my power called Evasive Strike, where basically hit is a weapon plus dexterity damage, and you can pop free from the target, or a miss a damage equal to your level. So it sounds like I can do damage either way.
It's a normal attack, basically, but you get a couple bonuses to it.
Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ, 15. But I miss it, so I do my minimal damage, which is my level damage, right?
Yeah, so you do 3 damage.
I help.
To be fair, the ghoul is very tough. Big opponent. Gurgon.
Now he's gonna attack the ghoul at him and hit him with a shovel.
All right. Remember,
And he's
escalation die is 1, but you are dazed, so you have -4 to attacks.
All right, so I think what he's gonna do is he's gonna try to spear the ghoul with his tail, and so as you're watching, you see his tail sort of looks like just like a ridge of just like armor almost on his back, sort of unfurls from it, and you see it unfolds like a scorpion-ish tail with a stinger at the end, and then he's going to strike out at the ghoul with it. All right, so that's d20 plus 7, 12. It's minus. Yeah, so that'd be 8 then. Sorry, I forgot that.
-3 because escalation die is 1, so it's
that'd be 9.
Unfortunately,
then.
that is not a hit. I think you still do miss damage.
Yes, I do. I do 4 miss damage.
All right.
So yeah, I guess he's a bit wobbly from the crack on the head with the shovel. So the tail just sort of grazes the ghoul.
Unfortunately, but it's better than nothing, and you can still see that the ghoul you hit was hit pretty hard. These small ghouls don't seem to be worth much anything when they can't attack you with a shovel. Alrighty, Azorella.
Oh, I have to re-roll to end the days?
Oh, right. Exactly. I completely forgot about that.
So what did you roll for that?
Yeah, just roll a d20. On an 11
right.
plus, it ends.
Do I need to roll for my poison?
I got a 19.
Same thing, actually. Roll a d20. Yeah, 19 means it ends. And the poison also ends. So
Do I take 3 damage from the
Yeah, you
poison?
just at the end of the turn, you take the 3 poison damage.
Okay.
As the poison runs its course, fortunately, it's nothing severe. And Azorella, after Gurgon managed to shake off the daze and Space managed to unpoison himself through sheer force of will, it is now your turn.
Seems like all the work is left to me still. So I'm going to throw a javelin.
Always a good option. I assume at the big one, as usual.
Yeah. I want to finish that one off. So that's a basic ranged attack, +1 for the escalation die.
Yep.
I want to try it out.
Sure. Go ahead. Unfortunately, a 12 does not hit.
I'm rolling so bad so far.
That's life. That's life.
He grabs one of the javelins and like throws it, and it tumbles in the air and doesn't make the mark even closely.
Instead of a flaming spear, you just get a normal javelin nearby. Space, and I guess King now also. It just lands there. And all right, Azorella, tiny ghouls, yay. So let's see. I guess they'd be targeting the King now. Seems like the bigger danger. I'm sorry, King. That's just how it goes. First shovel attack, that one misses. And claw attack, that one also misses. What a poor show from the ghouls. Now let's see if Gurgon's tiny ghouls fare the same. The shovel guy attacks, and he hits. And once
It's just one weakness, shovels.
Shovels is apparently the great enemy of abominations. You take 7 damage, and since unfortunately he rolled so high, you are once again dazed.
No.
Claw guy misses. The hard life of the abomination.
I mean, he is part insect. Of course, shovels would be his weakness.
Yeah, I guess so. You know, it's that bludgeoning damage. All right, King, it's your turn. The escalation die is at 2. You add 2 to all your attacks.
The king understands what kind of threat he poses, but ignoring the mooks on the side, he will continue to attack the more formidable ghoul as he runs past him, kind of slicing his great axe at his torso.
Alrighty.
23.
That's a hit, King. Roll for damage.
For another 16 damage. Plus the 15 ongoing, if that happens on my turn.
That happens on his turn. Yeah, you can see the ghoul's in pretty bad shape. You can see the guts sort of falling out, and as you sort of rupture its stomach, you can see like the goblin body parts that it ate and just falling out, and it's a mess. But it's still trucking on, barely, but still trucking on. But you feel like it might probably die soon, but it still gets an attack first because it's ongoing damage, so it happens at the end of the turn. And it is its turn. And King, it attacks you, of course, and misses just as it sort of attacks with the short sword and falls on your axe for the last time.
Ha! You cannot touch the king.
But shovels can touch that guy over there, and I point.
That is unfortunately true. Space, it's your turn. I guess you're near the 2 tiny ghouls if you want to fight them, or you can just do whatever.
I'm by the 2 tiny ghouls right now. I'm going to attack one of the ghouls and do my ability can I do that same ability or attempt to do it again? The evasive strike?
Yeah.
I'm going to do that again.
As far as I know. Let's say for now, yes. Go for it.
I got a crit.
Who cares? Oh, nice.
Yeah, 20.
All right. How do you want to? It's a mook mop, so you actually kill both of them.
Nice, sweet. I'm gonna kill both of them. I'm gonna like slice both their necks, and then when I'm cleaning off my knife on my pants, I'm gonna look at Gurgon. I'm gonna shake my head. And I'm like, shovels, like shovels.
Base went, which means it's Gurgon's turn.
All right, so just the big ones left, or
just the 2 tiny ones near you?
So yeah, head's still ringing from the. He's gonna try to again try to impale the spear ghoul with his tail. All right, so +2. That should be just -2 then. I think
Go for it.
that's 5 then. So 11. No, I hit miss damage though.
Yeah, I guess you finish off one of them. Like,
The shovel. Get the shovel one.
yeah, you flail around madly, and you manage to slap one to death with your tail.
And now I'm just rolling again to get rid of the dazing. And I got rid of it again. Finally. No more shovel to cost dazing.
Oh, this game's brutal. Sometimes the dice are just not with you. Anywho, I assume you guys wipe out the last tiny ghoul. Azorella, you can roll to hit if you wanna do something fancy.
Well, I mean, you gotta finish off with a bang, right?
Don't blow me up, please.
The king would agree.
Very well. I throw a flame spear.
I believe in you. Let's see
What's
if
the
Botch
escalation die
does.
right now? 2?
2. You're rolling at +9 if I'm correct. That's a hit.
That is a hit. Yes.
It's an even hit, so it's such a clean hit that the flame spear doesn't even hit Gurgon, which is a thing it can do.
I'm still gonna say I felt the breeze of that, just so you know.
Thank God it wasn't a flame shovel.
Oh, shut up, you.
So I rolled 15 damage, I think, which is not that much.
Yeah, your rolls are kind of shitty, but it's still enough to kill the tiny ghoul and sort of incinerate him from the inside. You sort of hit his like insides, and they start cooking, and you kind of smell burning of ghoul flesh and goblin meat that they've been eating.
You know,
Nice.
just don't stand in line of fire.
Hey, purple
Maybe
lips.
learn to aim better.
Hey, apple core eater, purple lips. Can you guys stop it? I'm hurt. I need to be healed if you need me to find traps in this thing we're going
Right.
into.
You're hurt.
You look fine.
Just like the cracked bits of chitin and the ooze coming from his.
Thank you, purple lips. But I like women with real eyebrows, not what you got going on. So if you can heal me up here, that'd be much appreciated, though.
I think you can take it.
I
Yeah.
can't.
After a fight, you can use any number
Oh.
of recoveries to heal. That just means you bandage yourself up or whatever, or maybe Azorella will do some minor healing magic, but that's
Nah.
basically how it's explained.
So I got 8
probably not.
recoveries.
Anything for Gurgon?
Gurgon probably just regenerates.
All right, let me roll for that.
I'm going to use one of my recoveries too. Is that okay?
Mhm.
So
Yeah, I gotta roll
Yeah,
for
completely
recovery.
fine.
3d8 plus 2. So
I got 30, so I'm back up to the top.
Should probably make the fights more challenging. It's just something to whet your appetite with.
The
Just
king
no more
needs
shovels,
more
please.
challenging opponents.
Just no shovels, please.
Although the last fight is pretty challenging, I think. So
Oh, that'll be
see.
fun.
We'll see. I mean, what's a one shot without a TPK, right?
You won't have to try very hard with the king.
so I'm back to full health, just so you know.
Yeah, the king does have a small appreciation for his self-preservation, apparently.
That's good. I wish I wouldn't have teleported. I could have done stuff, but that would be dramatic and cool.
Yeah, the space was pretty suicidal as well. I respect that.
Yeah. Well, he does have that background bold but foolish. So
Yeah.
it kind of fits.
Yeah, no, it fits completely. I love it. It's just a completely Roy Jenkins move.
So, King, I take it you want to go in the big hole over there?
Yes, I'm ready for more challenging opponents. Aren't you, Space? And he'll put an arm around your he's easily a head taller than you and brings you into his very smelly armpit.
I know, I'm like this. You can't see my emotion. You see a blank mass of shadows. But if you could see his emotion, and I'm gonna be like, all right, I gotta go check the opening here real quick. Let me make sure that nothing's going on over here, okay?
Ah, wise. There's many traps out in that field.
Oh yeah. I just look back, realizing I didn't see any of them, so I'm gonna go forward and go and look at the trap at the entrance, see if there's any traps at the entrance.
Alrighty, give me Wisdom plus thief, so you get +8 to the roll. Plus, I don't know if rogues get any other bonuses there. Yeah, they can reroll.
Yeah, I can re-roll. Yeah, trap sense, but yeah.
Yeah.
So D20 plus 8, you said? All right.
Yeah.
Gurgon, wanna bet? I bet he's going to set off the trap instead of find it.
All right. So, I'll take you on for that.
24.
You check the entrance for traps, find none, but you do find a small pouch of gold, about 400 gold pieces. There's quite a sizable sum.
I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna turn around, wave my arms. Everyone stop! And I'm gonna look at everyone and be like, there's a trap here. Be careful. It's with shovels, so you two should be good. You, I don't know. So and I just kind of laugh and I pick up the gold and I just like kind of put it in my pocket, my bag.
Money in my pocket.
Yeah. And I just kind of, no hard feelings, big guy.
Right. He's still gonna like look around cautiously when he passes.
Like our style and ready to jump into a longer term game? Make sure to check out Missouri Crossing, our Down Darker Trails Call of Cthulhu 7th edition game. Starting in the Dakotas in the 1800s, our players have just settled in what will be known as Bismarck, North Dakota, Missouri Crossing.